Hello class 10 students. Once again I welcome you all in the video that belongs from the chapter 1, Nationalism in Europe. It is a new chapter which we will start. In earlier chapter we talked about the nationalism in India. Here I want to mention that when we were studying about nationalism in India, that belongs for one country. But when we are talking about nationalism in Europe, it belongs to a continent which have lots of country. So we will see that how the entire Europe experienced this feeling of nationalism. The feeling of nationalism in Europe was started with the France, and as you have studied in your class ninth also about the French Revolution, which was started in 1789 in France, which ex- uh, exclude its absolute monarchy and tried to establish a France as a sovereign nation. So how it was possible that time? And here I also want to mention that France was a country which carried the feeling of nationalism to other part of Europe. So rise of nationalism will start with the French Revolution and idea of nation. How this French Revolution started the idea of uh, nation in different parts of Europe. France was a full-fledged territorial state, and French Revolution led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy to a body of French citizens. When we are talking about from monarchy to the body of citizen, French citizen, it means that the rule of absolute monarch was ended, and the rule was of started by the of the common citizens. The revolution proclaimed that it was the people who would henceforth constitute nations and shape its destiny. They said that no any hereditary ruler, but the people who will create the destiny of the France as a nation. Then we will see for this belongingness, this collective belongingness, what measures was taken by the ruler of that sovereign nation. The measure introduced by the French Revolutionary to create a sense of collective identity amongst the French people. They introduced the idea of la patrie, which is known as fatherland. In our country we said motherland, they given the idea of fatherland. And les citoyens, it means the citizens. That emphasis on the notion of a united community enjoying equal rights under a constitution. Then they replaced the formal royal stag with the tricolor of Europe, and they also started electing state general and renamed it National Assembly. So the people elected their state general and they given its name as a National Assembly, and this National Assembly was created by the people of France. Then they composed many new hymns. They took oaths and commemorated their martyrs, all in the name of nation. Why? The question is this: why all these measures taken place? When we are introducing a flag, you can see that when we will watch the cricket match in the foreign lands, and when we see the flag of India, it creates a sense of nationalism in, and we become very happy when we see the flag of India in the land of England and any other country. So all these things create a sense of collective belongingness towards our nation. So they composed new hymns, took oaths, and commemorated martyrs, all in the name of nations. They installed centralized administrative system and formulated uniform laws for all citizens within the territory. So there was no privilege on the basis of worth. So they started a same law for everyone, either the people belongs from first state, second state, third state, or any class of the society. Uniform law for all the citizens of France. Then they abolished internal custom duties and followed a uniforms. Internal custom duties means in France, one place to another, there was many custom duties inside the country also. And they also introduced a new weight and measures. It means that every part of the France will be uniform weight and measure, which was not found earlier. And they discouraged speaking all the languages, and French was considered as the common language of the people of France. Then they abolished. So by this method they try to create a sense of collective belongingness. And in France, as it was spoken and written in Paris, the entire country of the was introduced as a language, the France only. Then we will see after bringing revolutionary measure or changes in the France, the people of French, they thought that it is their duty that they um, convey this measure and liberate the rest of the Europe also. The matter of liberation should not consolidate only in the France. So that's why they took many measures to spread this mission. And the further they declared that their mission and the destiny of the French nation to liberate the people of Europe from the despotism. In other words, they want that people of Europe to become different nation, and imperialism and other whatever the measure is, absolute monarchy should be um, diminished from the Europe. So by this to expand this message to rest of the Europe, they the members of the France, different cities of Europe, students and other members, they started to educated middle class, they began a Jacobin clubs, and their activities and campaigns were carried out from the to the other countries like the Holland, Belgium, Switzerland, and France. French armies, they began to carry the idea of nationalism to abroad, and with the outbreak of many revolutionary war. And here I want to mention the name of Napoleon also. So we will also study that how this Jacobin clubs and Napoleon became the flag bearer of this reforms measure in entire Europe, and how he expanded the rule of France to the other countries. I will explain it to in different countries and the different measures. It was carried out by different measures of the Napoleon, his reform policy and everything. We will study in the next video. In next video, I will explain about different measures. So now we will study in the next measure, and thank you for watching. In next video we will meet again. Thank you.